You know, there comes a day, man, everyone's gonna have this day. There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening, it makes you want to throw up. Because you've seen people with far less talent than you. As you're growing up with them, their childhood buddies, whatever else, they didn't have what you had. Yet now they're fucking to become something that you haven't. There comes that day. It's either when you're young, you know, and it strikes you on the baseball field because you're sick of striking out, or it's when you get fired from your 5th job, you know, and your wife and kids are on your ass because they don't know how to support them anymore. There comes a fucking day where push comes to shove. Where being mediocre, being like average and shit just fucking burns. It sucks so much. You can't deal with it one more day, and you get off your fucking ass and you create something that's always been there. It's always been inside of you trying to come out, but you've never wanted to unwrap it because it's too much fucking pain and commitment. You were scared you were gonna fail. You were scared if you started, you never finish it. You didn't want to tell anyone about it. You knew it was there, but you never wanted to embark on it until something fucking hits. You get fired or somebody else gets success, remind you of what you could have been. And then the fucking spark is born. And no matter what happens, I'm never gonna be in this boat again. Because the daily wars and the battles, the ups and the downs and everything else, you get turned around and dumped underwater, man, and start blowing bubbles and find out what's ways north. But always keep in sight what you're doing in the long frame, the bigger picture of it all. Because that's what gives it value when everything seems like Murphy's Law is just dumping on you. And you got nothing left, man. Hope is fading. You know, hanging by a thread, man, at the end of the rope. In that situation, just tie a knot in that motherfucker and hold on, man.
So what's your f***ing excuse? Is it too cold where you live? Is it too hot where you live? Does it rain too f***ing much? Now it's time for some real f***ing talk. Maybe you're the only black person applying for a f***ing job. Maybe you're the only female. Maybe you're the only f***ing gay person. Job, whatever the f*** it may be. Maybe that sits in your f***ing head. Maybe that's your excuse for not being better. Life's a real big f***ing picture. When I was young, all those things got in my head. Black, f***ing not smart enough, single mom, all that bullshit owns space in my head. If you're allowing people and things and situations to own space in your f***ing head, you're losing. Last thing, life's one big f***ing head game. You play with yourself. If you lose, it's because you allow life to get in your f***ing head. Stay hard. All right, everybody, you see me smiling, why? Because it kind of sucks out here in New York City. They're expecting some big blizzard to come in, so I was kind of praying to the snow gods for worse weather to come in, because why? Worse weather, we get better. I'm kind of happy, but I was hoping it'd be a lot worse. I'm gonna do a nice little run today, and no, I'm not thinking it's warm and 70. I like to live in reality. It sucks. It's about 7 inches of snow, and I'm extremely ecstatic right now. Pain is just a feeling. You see it's happiness? Why? Because it sucks. That's why I'm so happy right now. A better place. A place that makes us feel better about ourselves. Some people want to do ultra races. They're starting to PR during training. Some people want to be a lawyer or a medical student. So they're taking these practice tests, and they're crushing the practice test. But guess what happens? Once you get to the actual event, your mind isn't ready. Your mind's not prepared. You've been studying, you've been training, you've been working out, but your mind's not prepared. Story for you. When I was 19 years old, I was going through the Air Force trying to be a pararescueman. I was doing push-ups, sit-ups, swimming. I was doing all this shit, knocking out the park. One of the best in the class. But the second the obstacle got in my way, I wasn't prepared for it mentally. I was a beast. All I was doing was I was training a bigger, stronger, faster quitter. You gotta train your mind for all obstacles that might get in your way. Stay hard.
She can provide that comfort for you. When you give it all here, guys, and you leave it all here, you are at your weakest state, bottom of the barrel. What's about to happen? Your greatest triumph. You kill yourself on pride in here, leaving nothing to spare. What's gonna come? The growth of opportunity. And you will have the right to brag. But again, champions, let success be formed. If you have to talk about the success, guys, you cheapen the accomplishment altogether.
the crowd from the field's view. They've also never taken a breath of air that's mixed with anxiety and pressure. They know no victory nor defeat. They never put themselves at risk. They never shown up. They've never walked their talk. So therefore, we tell them to go fuck themselves in their opinion. We don't care what they fucking say. All we care about is people that can perform. And those guys and girls, they don't need to talk.